Hey everybody, this is just going to be some friendly Borderlands analysis. As I've noticed on YouTube, not many people have posted analyses of the different skill trees in Borderlands 1 and 2, and those that are posted are actually really, well, they reflect someone who hasn't actually played as all the characters with all the different skills, and they don't reflect a firm understanding of statistics, although they are entertaining. So, this is going to be just a pretty brief analysis. As someone who's played very extensively with every playstyle, with every character, because Borderlands is one of my favorite games, really the only video game I play at this point now that I'm in college, as I only have time to play a couple games. And so, yes, Borderlands is one of the things I enjoy, particularly because the skill system is very intricate. So, we're going to start, of course, with Bloodwing. A comment on Bloodwing. It's not as useless as people will portray it to be late game. However, Bloodwing is probably the weakest of the action skills in the end game, which is unfortunate. Not useless by far, but one of the weaker. Bloodwing is largely utility, it's support, it is not game-changing in any way, and its mechanics where you have to be looking at the enemy for Bloodwing to kill the enemy. I feel that's one of the worst mechanics they could have possibly made. They did it that way so you couldn't just spam Bloodwing and hide behind cover and win that way, but... Oh, but God, Gearbox, get your Bloodwing together, man. Yeah. So, Bloodwing, decent. We're first going to focus on the sniper tree. We're just going to do things left to right because that's how we read. If we read. I don't know if we read. We're watching YouTube, for God's sake. Focus. Focus is one of the game's very best first-tier skills. First tier being this first line. It increases accuracy universally across the board by 25% at max level. Decreases sniper rifle sway. Sniper rifle sway. Sorry, didn't quite pull that off. And, yeah, just generally fantastic. I would rate it as one of Mordecai's best skills because accuracy is just quintessential. Caliber, great skill. If you use sniper rifles, of course it's weapon specific, but if you use them at all, plus 20% at max level is going to be dope, going to really accelerate you, and it also really raises the Bessie, the pearlescent sniper rifle, to the legendary level it is at, where it can one-shot the majority of regular enemies in the game at level 69, which is quite a feat. Killer, fantastic, best kill skill in the game, I will hold by that. Although it competes with Brick's Juggernaut and Revenge for best kill skill in the game, I will maintain the Killer is because it increases your DPS just magnificently. Of course, the other kill skill is Relentless that's competing, but I don't consider Relentless in the competition because it is a ultimate. It is a final skill, so it's not. I don't consider it on the same level. But yes, Killer, fantastic. Plus 40% damage, plus 30% reload speed. DPS, just magnified and personified. Smirk. Yeah, it gives an EXP bonus. What a skill. It doesn't even give a good EXP bonus, for the record. At max level, it gives plus 15%. At max fucking level? What? Plus 15? Maybe if it was plus 50%, I would take it. Maybe then it would be marginally worthwhile. The only thing Smirk is useful for is for helping your friends get to level 69 by farming Cromer Axe while having Smirk equipped because it increases the XP by 15%. But still... This skill, what a waste of an opportunity. No one uses Smirk. Loaded, magazine size, basically just increases DPS by making you not have to reload as often. If you use sniper rifles, again, get it. If not, Carrion Call, shooting enemy with sniper rifle reduces the cooldown of Bloodwing. If you are a hardcore Bloodwing advocate, you will advocate this, because if you use a high fire rate sniper rifle like an Invader, you instantly cool down Bloodwing with one burst. That's pretty potent, but I don't think Bloodwing's good enough to make this skill worthwhile. So this skill is not worthwhile. Bloodwing wasn't good enough. Trespass, 20% chance to penetrate shield at max 100% and plus 5% bullet damage. This skill... The shield penetration is useless against everything except Iridians. Iridians are the only reason for this skill, I imagine, and it is fantastic for them. Other than that, though, not useful. The plus 5% bullet damage, come on, that's kind of just an afterthought. It makes it... I take this skill because I have 68 skill points at max level, and that's a ridiculous amount. Gearbox, cough. But even though I take this skill, it's for the 5% bullet damage, not the shield penetration, which should say a lot. Alright, so to rehash, great, 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 horrible, good, bad, and good-ish. Alright, Swift Strike. You only take this so you can get to the next tier. It's decent. It makes Bloodwing usable, makes him much better than he is. Swift Strike is, I will give it a good tag, good rating. Swipe, horrible. You don't want those additional items because you don't need extra money, ammo, and healing items. This is only possible at the very beginning of the game, when you may want the healing, but you don't need it, you just don't. Alright, so yeah, that gets a bit of a horrible rating. Out for Blood, at max level, will heal you 35%. This would be the dopest thing since dope itself, were it to heal you when he hits them. It is deceptive. It is not when Bloodwing strikes you gain the health, it is when he returns to you. When he comes back from hitting enemies, you get the health that he's drained from enemies. But that's not good enough. I need the health right when he strikes them, because by the time he gets back, I'm probably fighting for my life in a second wind, if I'm doing like an aggressive Bloodwing fighting play style. So Out for Blood, it's good, you'll take it because you have so many skill points again, but it was a wasted opportunity. Again, a wasted opportunity. It's good, not great. Fast Hands, great. Absolute greatness. Reload speed plus 40%, DPS magnified to infinity. Great, great, great. And look at that bunny. Plus, every time you say Fast Hands, you get to go giggity, which is worth it in and of itself. Alright, Aerial Impact. Speaking of giggity. Decent. The Daze in this game isn't as good as the game itself wants to make you think it is. The game acts like Daze is so cool. Oh yeah, it reduces their movement speed and accuracy. Well, yeah, whatever. No one cares. It's only good on the Siren. Even then, it's kind of questionable. Yeah, I have never noticed Daze to be a game changer. But you can use it. If you're a Bloodwing fan, I've met people who swear and lie by Bloodwing, as Bloodwing is a good support tool. It's a tool, not a be-all end-all. It's a tool. Use Aerial Impact. Besides, it's better than Ransack, which absolutely sucks. What the hell? Why do you keep having them drop it? Why do you keep making enemies drop additional sucky items? I don't understand this at all. This is horrible. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. When it says loot, it is deceiving you. There's almost no chance it actually drops a gun worth touching with your pinky finger. Most of the time, it'll just drop you ammo and stuff. And you have ammo. You got this, gents. You got this, gents and lady gents. Come on. Bird of Prey. This makes Bloodwing usable. It makes it attack up to 6 targets? 6 targets? Yeah, good stuff. It makes Bloodwing usable. It's good. It's good. The one thing is this kind of backfires because it means Bloodwing's out attacking longer, so he doesn't return to you, so you don't get your Out for Blood. You can cancel this by pressing Q to call him back manually while he's out killing things. Or not, he doesn't kill things while he's out dazing and hurting things. But, yeah, Bloodwing is, Bloodwing, man, Bloodwing. So much potential. So, rehash. Good. Horrible. Good. Great. Good-ish. Horrible. And good. Alright, Deadly. Increases crit damage. Solid. Solid. I'm creating a new word for this skill. It is not great, it's not good, it is not bad, it's not horrible, it is solid. You're going to take this skill, because you have lots of skill points, and it's great. That's all I have to say about this one. Or, I shouldn't say great, because it's not on that level, but it's solid. It fulfills a role, it increases your damage, and it's going to help you against most enemies. That's all I have to say. Gun Crazy, 40% chance to fire 2 shots from pistol. You are gonna use this because machine pistols are the most fun thing in the game. To be honest, Mordecai's machine pistol playstyle is my favorite in this game because it's so funny and so ridiculous. Get yourself a good double Thantos and just spray. Spray bullets everywhere. And 40% chance to add 2 shots. When your fire rate is, with a double Thantos, maybe 16 bullets a second, holy shit, you're going to be firing so many extra bullets. You won't even contain. The bullets will just fly, and the whole air will be full of lead, and you will die of lead poisoning, and it will be beautiful. Yeah, this is a great skill. Riotous Remedy. Oh, the debates I've had with people over Riotous Remedy. You're going to take it because you have no other choice, because there's nothing else good to spend your skill points on. Actually, I'm just kidding. There are better things to spend your skill points on. Don't take Riotous Remedy. It's okay, but it's not going to increase your survivability in a noticeable way. It's great during the main story because it keeps you healed and topped off as you're going battle to battle. But in the post-game, in the arena, you got better things to be doing with your skill points, man. We're going to get to what you're going to do with your skill points. You got better things to be doing. Lethal Strike. Oh, this is my favorite skill in the game. Oh, I love it. Oh, I don't care. I love it. And that is all I have to say about Lethal Strike. Just kidding. Lethal Strike means that you can play a melee Mordecai. I have played through the whole game without using a single gun, just meleeing things with Lethal Strike, and it was the most fun I've ever had in this game. Just jumping around like a swordsman, a crazy swords motherfucker, and just slashing everything. Oh, it was the most fun playstyle I've ever had. I will show you what skill tree I used when I did that, as it was dope. It was dope-tastic. Alright, anyway. Yeah, Lethal Strike is great. Just, the things you can do. And also, it makes a noise. When you get a Lethal Strike, it makes a kind of noise. Oh, glorious. Alright, Predator. Predator reduces Bloodwing cooldown. Yay. Woo. Yeah. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. Makes Bloodwing more usable. Always like making Bloodwing more usable, because Bloodwing needs to be made more usable. Yeah, that's that. Hair Trigger, quintessential. If you're doing a Machine Pistols playthrough, use Hair Trigger. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. And again, you're just gonna have a good time if you use Machine Pistols. You're gonna have a good time, man. My suggestion for Mordecai is first playthrough, go with sniper rifles, because you can one-shot everything and it's so much fun. Second playthrough, go with Machine Pistols, because you can jump around and spray bullets like a hurricane, and it's so much fun. And then DLC, go Lethal Strike, because it's hilariously awesome. Dangerously awesome. Although you need a truck skin wrestler mod, really. But you'll find one. If you're meant to have one, you will find one. And Relentless. Holy shit. This skill is just... Oh, it makes me say my least favorite curse word. Shit. It is deliriously good. And you will take it because your damage per second will go through the roof. And you will take it because your Machine Pistols will kill everything. And you will take it because it's a pirate skull, a symbol, and that's awesome. Yeah, okay. Now, oh yeah, so quick rehash. Good, solid, good, bad. Okay, in honesty, this is bad. Good, great. So, now that we have all that in mind, I'm going to show you several builds. First, my sniper build. You're going to want that, you're going to want that, you're going to want this, you're going to want this, and you are not going to want this yet. As first, we're going to look over and see what else we want. We obviously want Deadly. We obviously want Relentless because Relentless is dope. And so we're not using pistols because we're being snipers, right? We're being good snipers. Riotous Remedy's okay. Lethal Strike is okay. But we're not getting close enough to enemies to Lethal Strike them, so we're going to Riotous Remedy them. Next, we don't really want Hair Trigger, and so it's between Lethal Strike and Predator, and we want Bloodwing because we like support. And then we get Relentless, which is what we wanted all along because it's delicious. Next, we look in this. We want Fast Hands because it's great. So we up Quick Swift Strike. We get our Fast Hands. And now, here come the decisions. We don't know what to do here. We're at a loss. We have a bunch of skill points left, but we don't know how to spend them. So, we're going to go for Out for Blood. And now, we're going to go for Bird of Prey. And now we're going for Trespass for that plus 5% damage. And the shield penetration is nice, okay? I don't give it credit, but it's nice. So we get that. And now we have 3 skill points left. And what are we going to do with those? We're going to get 1 lethal strike. So that if we melee, we have a 35% chance of going chink. Next, we're going to go over and get Daze. Because Daze is fun. Yay, Daze. And so we can Daze for days. Okay, never mind. That was much funnier when I just thought of it. And lastly, this is the most important skill point we will ever spend. We're going to put one in Smirk. Because we like to smirk as we snipe things. We like to have that face as we blow things. That's all. I'm right. Okay, so that is our sniper setup. But we're not always snipers. So, next we're going to purchase a reset. And now we're going to do our machine pistol setup, which is equally important. So for machine pistols, we're obviously going gun crazy. We are obs going Riotous Remedy. But before we go Riotous Remedy, Deadly is better. So we go Deadly. We're going Hair Trigger. And we're going Relentless. Now we look at other skill trees and see what's useful. We go to Focus because accuracy is essential. We go to Killer because it's one of the best kill skills in the game. Now we're going to get Fast Hands because Fast Hands is dope. And now from here we get to make decisions with our remaining 28 skill points, which is a ludicrous amount, as I've repeatedly said. So now, what are we going to do with it? We're going to get Riotous Remedy because we already have a bunch of kill skills and we want all of the kill skills besides, of course, you know, thou that shall not be named. So now we have Predator. We want that to increase Bloodwing's functionality and utility. Next, we go over here, and because we just increased Bloodwing's functionality and ability, we're going to get our health back, and we're going to make Bloodwing useful. Now, lastly, this is a tie between Aerial Impact and Lethal Strike. I'm going to put 3 in Lethal Strike for Trollolols. Oh, just put 4 in. Okay, never mind. I meant to put 3. I hit the Enter key too many times. But, and then the rest we're going to put in Aerial Impact. So this should be 5 in Aerial Impact. Because Daze is helpful if you're machine pistoling because you're running around it. You're running and gunning. And now, the most important build. The one that you will write home to your parents about, and then your parents send you to psychiatric ward because you were that guy who decided to make a Lethal Strike build. Damn straight. Okay, so we can still crit people with our sword, so that's why we want Deadly. And we can Lethal Strike things, because of course this is the whole purpose of the build. Now we want Riotous Remedy, so we can heal ourselves as we're hopping around, slicing things. We want Predator, because we want Bloodwing, because we can use Bloodwing. And so now we want all the Bloodwing skills. No! Bad! No, don't ruin my build, game. How dare you? Alright, I'm using the mouse now. The mouse is being used. So yeah, this is happening. These things on your screen, they're happening. They're a real thing right now. This is real life, and it's getting real so much faster than we can stand. Now, I don't know if this increases melee damage, but I used it. So yeah, we're getting that shit. And we're increasing our accuracy, you know, just because it says all weapon types, so I'm assuming my sword is now more accurate. I don't give a shit if that's not real life. And, yeah. So now we're going to smirk because we love to smirk as we're cutting things to death with our sword because we're samurai badasses. And we're going to get trespass because, I mean, it's bullets, but our sword totally functions as a bullet because it's so awesome and fast. And, yeah. And it's so now what are we going to do? Now we're going to just make the rounds. Now we're just so badass, we're going to put 1 skill point in everything. And this is the build with which I beat the game. Now, we don't have a skill point in Swipe. Because Swipe is unworthy. Swipe does not deserve to have a skill point in it because it is unworthy and dirty. And because no righteous human being would use it, and you probably couldn't hear me murmuring there, but I just called it many demonic things. So, but yeah, this is the build I used. Because it makes me so happy inside. Oh, you don't even know the fuzzy feelings I get when using this. I'm a bad person. Alright, that aside. That is Mordecai. His skill tree, his life, his story, his mask and goggles and goatee. And I hope you enjoy. Catch a slice. And I'll be back with other characters.